she with you?
I thought she was with you.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at trailers that gave away almost the entire story arc or key twists. Well, these trailers didn't find it necessary to give a spoiler warning. We thought we should.
What did you do today?
Oh, same old, same old.
Number 10, GoldenEye. James Bond is back. He's got a new face, specifically Pierce Brosnan's.
It's too easy. Half of everything is luck, James.
He's got a new mission that still involves saving the world, and he's got a new enemy, Sean Bean's Alec Trevelyan, who starts as Bond's friend and fellow agent 006.
And this time, 007 is facing the ultimate enemy, the man who knows him best.
Hello, James. What an unpleasant surprise.
006.
We think Trevelyan dies during the opening sequence. The movie does a good job presenting other potential big bads building up to the reveal just shy of the final act. Of course, all that careful misdirection is irrelevant to anyone who watched the theatrical trailer first.
Back from the dead. No longer just an anonymous star on the memorial wall at MI6.
It sets up the film as a battle between Bond and his former friend almost right away. It even shows the sinister Bean emerging from the shadows, leaving the audience 7 steps ahead of Bond. Number 9, Arlington Road. Talk about taking the thrill out of the thriller. This trailer did an excellent job setting up the central mystery of Mark Pellington's 1999 psychological thriller.
Where's my son?
Are Michael Faraday's new neighbors really terrorists? Or is Jeff Bridges' college professor character imagining this due to lingering trauma caused by his FBI agent wife's death?
Except on that Monday, they didn't come home. In a truck parked in front was hidden 50 pounds of C4 plastic explosive.
It's quite intriguing, right up until they give you the answer, removing any ambiguity. He was right, they're terrorists.
Get my transcript sent over.
You got to admit there is something not right here.
No.
The trailer follows up the big reveal with scenes from the action-heavy final part of the film, which they probably also should have left as a surprise. Number 8, The Double. I can't believe Paul Shepardson is really Cassius, is what people leaving this movie would have been saying, had they not already learned that in its trailer.
Who are you? Cassius.
You'd think a retired CIA agent actually being the very assassin he is hunting is a plot point studios would want to keep out of the film's promotional material, but no. While most of the entries on this list fared well at the box office despite a revelatory trailer, that's not the case with 2011's The Double.
It's not Cash's time.
You never caught him.
We're not saying the trailer is the cause, but when a movie with Richard Gere, Topher Grace, and Martin Sheen costs $13 million but only brings in $4.7 million, it's fair to wonder.
Cassius is dead. For once, Paul, I think you're wrong.
Number 7, Terminator Genesis. Giving away key plot points in trailers has been a hallmark of the Terminator franchise since 1991. The Terminator 2 trailer revealed that Arnold's evil Terminator was now John Connor's savior.
Come with me if you want to live.
Then, the trailer for 2009's Salvation let it slip that Sam Worthington's character was secretly a Terminator. But the trailer for 2015's Terminator Genesis takes the proverbial cake. It shows that John Connor himself, the leader of the human resistance, is now a human/Terminator hybrid working for Skynet.
John,
Hi, Mom.
how can you be here?
Such a major reveal wasn't necessary to sell the movie. We already get a new T-1000, Daenerys as Sarah Connor, and a hint that this movie will subvert the earlier Terminator films. Why show us what specific form the subversion will take?
Not machine. Not man. I'm more.
Number 6, The Cabin in the Woods. A group of college students go on a road trip to a remote cabin in the woods.
Everybody ready? Yeah?
They are attacked by zombies and other creatures. It feels like they're in a horror movie. Really, they're in a filmed and produced experiment based on horror tropes, like The Truman Show, but with murder.
Calm down. Watch the master work.
This sounds like an excellent premise for a movie. It also sounds like the kind of movie that would do best to keep the main reveal of the people pulling the strings out of its trailer. The Cabin in the Woods doesn't do that. They had enough horror material to work with, but instead of using that to keep the misdirect alive, they pulled back the curtain a little too soon.
Places, everyone. We are live.
Number 5, Castaway. If you search for the Castaway trailer online, you're likely to find a version that establishes Tom Hanks' work-focused character Chuck Noland, follows him onto the ill-fated airplane, and ends with him stranded on a desert island. It sets up the premise without giving too much away.
Anybody!
If you search a little bit deeper, you'll stumble on what audiences saw in theaters back in 2000. There are key scenes of Hanks on the island, learning how to survive and attempting to escape.
Captain, fire!
Most notably, we get a look at him after he is rescued 4 years later, reintegrating into society and rebuilding his now former life. Or, in other words, it's the whole movie mapped out from start to finish.
I would rather take my chance out there in the ocean than to stay here and die.
Number 4. What Lies Beneath. This 2000 Robert Zemeckis film is a slow-burn supernatural mystery with ample twists and turns. We discover there is a spirit haunting the Spencer's Quiet Lake house. It's not who Michelle Pfeiffer's Claire Spencer originally thinks, however.
I heard noises, and I didn't want to
noises?
disturb you, but at the house.
The spirit instead has a connection to Harrison Ford's Norman Spencer. Then, the spirit possesses Claire, and Norman realizes just who she is. You can follow the mystery and discover the secrets at the appropriate dramatic pace.
There's a ghost in my house. I saw her in the water beside me in the bathtub.
If you don't have time for that, you can just watch the trailer, which gives everything away, almost beat for beat. At least it doesn't show the resolution, but that's all this trailer leaves for the film to reveal. Number 3. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. A good superhero movie trailer lets people know which key characters are involved, what actors are playing them, and what the general premise is.
Who's that? You must be new. That is Bruce Wayne.
It also shows some, but not too much, of the action. With 2016's Batman v Superman, we already get the superheroes and premise from the title, so showing Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill makes sense.
Bruce Wayne meets Clark Kent. I love it!
Since this is clearly a Justice League precursor, showing Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman is logical too. But this movie's second trailer gave us much more than a glimpse at her, going beat for beat through the film's main plot points.
The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. Son of Krypton versus Bat of Gotham.
Given all that, it's the reveal of Doomsday as a principal antagonist that earned this trailer number 3 on our list. Number 2. Groundhog Day. This movie has a simple premise. Bill Murray plays Phil Connors, a permanently unimpressed weatherman who is somehow reliving the same day.
I'm reliving the same day over and over.
If the trailer stuck to that and offered a few other fun scenes, then it would have done its job. Instead, we get to see the steps Murray's character takes to escape, embrace, and eventually benefit from his predicament, in order.
I am an immortal. I have been stabbed, shot, burned, frozen, electrocuted. I'm a god.
The trailer doesn't give away some of the more dramatic moments, but it does show almost all of the comedy and romance, which is an interesting choice given that this is a romantic comedy. Groundhog Day frequently ranks among the greatest comedies of all time.
Do you ever have deja vu, Mrs. Lancaster?
I don't think so, but I could check with the kitchen.
Maybe that's because the jokes are good enough to laugh at a second time.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Rocky IV. This is a battle between America and Russia near the end of the Cold War. Sylvester Stallone's Rocky versus Dolph Lundgren's Ivan Drago.
Drago is the most perfectly trained athlete ever.
Rocky's former adversary turned good friend Apollo Creed, played by the late Carl Weathers, will be part of the All-Stars and Stripes hoopla too. If the trailer had left it at that, it would have been a perfect plug for the movie, which in 1985 could have packed theaters on the franchise name alone.
I must break you.
Unfortunately, they decided to reveal the fact that Creed dies. While this happens early in the film, it recontextualizes everything that follows.
Has the fight date been set yet?
December 25th.
It's the emotional gut punch, or more specifically head punch to the audience, that is sadly muted if they watch the trailer first. Did these trailers really give too much away? What trailer spoiled the movie for you? Let us know in the comments.
That's the whole point. Get off the grid, right?
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.